Mehul heard a loud noise. The noise was so loud that it shattered the glass on the table into pieces.
Unbelievable. How can the sound of a plane be so loud?
Mehul rushed to the roof of his house and saw a shiny object moving quickly towards the sky.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. What could this be?
He went back and grabbed his telescope, but the object had disappeared by the time he returned to the roof.
I missed that mysterious thing today. It's dinner time, but Alia hasn't arrived yet. This girl is always late.
Mehul had planned a dinner with Alia, but she got lost on her way and ended up taking a route through the woods.
I don't understand. Which road leads to Mehul sir's house?
As she was driving, a tiger suddenly appeared in front of her, and there were wild dogs chasing her from behind.
I was going to have dinner, but now I feel like I'm going to be someone's dinner.
She swiftly turned her scooter around and raced away,
These dogs have no idea that Alia is a ninja in disguise.
leaving the dogs behind. Later, she came back to the city and phoned Mehul.
Where are you, Alia? The food is getting cold.
Alia explained that she saw a mysterious object, like an airplane in the sky, and got distracted, leading her to take the wrong route. In front of her were 3 roads, and she didn't know which one would take her to Mehul's house. Logical Army, can you guess which route leads to Mehul's house? Use your logical skills and let me know your answers by commenting. Road A leads to Mehul's house. Alia parked her scooter and hurriedly made her way inside the house.
I'm going to be late for dinner with Mehul sir.
In her haste, Alia's foot slipped and she fell down.
Oh my god. Everything is messed up today.
Over dinner, Alia and Mehul discussed the astonishing and surprising thing that Mehul had seen, and then Alia heads back home. As soon as Mehul woke up the next morning, he was informed that a pond located outside the city had disappeared overnight.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. How can a pond vanish overnight?
Without wasting any time, Mehul got on his bike and headed towards the pond. As he arrived at the scene, he noticed several police officers gathered around the area.
Until yesterday, there was a very big pond here, but this morning, it suddenly disappeared.
It's possible that someone used heavy machinery to drain the pond overnight.
No, Inspector, this is not the work of machines. It's something else.
Logical Army, can you tell me why Mehul thought it was something else? Let me know your answer by commenting. Mehul looked carefully at the cracked soil underneath the pond. He knew that this only happened when the pond had been dry for several days. If someone had emptied the pond overnight, the soil would have been wet.
The case seems mysterious.
Mehul quickly took out his camera and snapped some pictures of the area. He then collected some samples from the site and immediately sent them to Dr. Sanjana for analysis. He decided to investigate further to uncover the truth behind the mysterious disappearance of the pond. As Mehul was examining the area near the pond, he noticed something that looked like smoke. As he got closer, he was shocked to see burnt grass and mysterious marks on the ground. It looks like something has landed here.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Mehul also noticed some handprints nearby.
There are marks of hands, but not feet. How is this possible?
Mehul was thinking about the pond that disappeared mysteriously. His phone rang. Dr. Sanjana was confused by the pictures of the pond that Mehul had sent her. She told him that she couldn't make sense of what was happening there. Mehul was equally perplexed and wondered how it was possible for the pond to dry up so quickly. After all, there was no machine in the city capable of doing such a thing overnight. Mehul was lost in thought when he received a call from Henry. Henry informed him that his entire crop had vanished overnight, leaving Mehul even more confused.
What's happening? The pond is gone and Henry's crop is gone too.
Mehul arrives at Henry's field and takes in the sight of the field, which causes the ground beneath his feet to seem to shift. Logical Army, can you guess? What did Mehul see in the field that left him so shocked? Let me know your answers in the comments. Upon closer inspection, Mehul realizes that the crop has been harvested with an extreme level of precision, which would only be possible with specialized machinery. But such large-scale harvesting in the middle of the night without raising suspicion is impossible. And Henry's house is right next to the field, yet he seems to be completely unaware.
It seems like the crop was harvested with some special machine.
Mehul takes some pictures of the field and sends them to Dr. Sanjana for further analysis, then enters the field to examine it in detail. Just then, he receives a call from Alia.
Good morning, sir. Which case do we need to solve today?
Looking at today's case, even my mind is boggled. Come to my location quickly.
Mehul shares his location with Alia and continues to investigate the field. Mehul ponders over the absence of any footprints or wheel marks in the field, finding it quite intriguing. As he moves closer to the edge of the field, he notices the same handprints he had seen before near the pond.
There are marks of hands, but no footprints here. Very, very interesting.
Mehul received a call from his friend Adi, who informed him that his system had crashed while trying to hack some unusually strong signals that had suddenly appeared on his system.
Adi, you are such a great hacker, and your system has never crashed till today. How is it even possible?
I just can't seem to understand it.
Mehul asked Adi what time this had happened last night, to which Adi replied that it was around 8 p.m. Mehul remembered seeing something shining in the sky last night while waiting for Alia at dinner.
When I went up to the roof with a telescope, it was probably around 8 p.m. This means that there must be some connection between what I saw in the sky last night and this case.
Mehul called Adi again and told him everything he knew about the pond and the field.
Looks like Paul, the celebrity alien from the movie Paul, is back on his world tour again. I hope he's not causing too much trouble this time.
Adi, this is not the time for jokes. This is a very serious case. Can you find out anything about those signals?
Adi informed Mehul that although his system had crashed, he had kept a backup, which would allow him to determine who had caused the crash.
Great job, Adi. Now let's find out quickly what happened last night.
Mehul started investigating further near the farm.
Is Alien Paul actually here on Earth, and is he really real? Adi always puts these crazy ideas in my head.
When Mehul moved forward following those handprints, he saw smoke again. As he approached the smoke, he saw the same big mark as before and the handprints that he had seen in the previous location.
Same the same. Whether it's a plane or not, it must have landed here. But why are there only handprints?
Mehul left there immediately for Adi's house. On the way, he received a call from Alia.
Sir, I have reached Henry's field, but there is no one here.
I have already left from there and am going to Adi's house. You come there too.
Oh man, Mehul sir should have told me earlier. Wait, I am coming there too.
Mehul reached Adi's house, and after a while, Alia also reached there. Adi was diligently attempting to decipher and hack into the mysterious signal.
Any progress, Adi?
Nothing yet, but I'll know very soon.
Mehul started helping Adi to crack the signal, but it took them the whole day to work on it, and they still couldn't crack it. Meanwhile, Alia was snacking on chips and trying to throw the empty packets into a bin from a distance.
Alia, let's focus.
What did I do now?
Yes, I've tracked the spaceship. We did it, guys.
Fantastic work, Adi.
Adi used his hacking skills to track the location of the alien spaceship, which they were able to locate in the forest outside the city.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. We have to go there immediately.
Without wasting any time, Adi and Mehul headed towards the forest to investigate further. There were 3 paths leading from Adi's house to the forest. The first path had 4 bandits, the second path had a fallen tree, and the third path had 2 lions engaged in a fierce fight. Logical army, can you guess which path Mehul will choose? Mehul decided to skip the first path as there were 4 bandits on it, and it would waste too much time fighting them. The third path was also ruled out due to the 2 lions fighting each other. So, he took the second path, where there was a fallen tree, but enough space around it to navigate. Finally, Mehul and Adi arrived at the forest.
Can you quickly tell me the location of the alien spaceship?
Adi swiftly accessed his mobile and hacked into the location of the aliens, revealing that it was just 200 meters to the right.
So the alien spaceship must be nearby.
As they moved closer, they saw something glinting in the distance, catching their attention.
Sir, look over there.
As they approached the area, they saw something that made the ground beneath their feet slide. They discovered a massive spaceship standing next to a pond, with 4 or 5 aliens filling it with water from a different pipe.
Let's catch them at gunpoint, sir.
No, Adi, we can't catch aliens so easily. We should hide and wait for the right moment.
Mehul quietly climbed up the tree and helped Adi up as well. Mehul and Adi hid on the tree and started observing the aliens' activity, waiting for the right opportunity to take action.
What do you think they will do with so much water?
I think they are planning something sinister, sir.
After the aliens filled up their ship with water from the pond, a man in a green special suit emerges from the alien ship.
Sir, who is he?
I don't know, but he looks like a dangerous villain.
As Mehul and Adi keep a close eye on the aliens, they suddenly start going back into their spaceship. Adi gets excited and starts to climb down to catch them, but Mehul stops him in his tracks.
No, Adi, we can't mess with these people. Aliens are very powerful.
And after a little while, their ship will take off, but that man won't be on it. Mehul and Adi see an opportunity to catch the man, and Mehul quickly descends from the tree. However, before Mehul can reach the ground, the man presses a button on his watch and bright green light emanates from under his shoes, and he starts to rise into the air, defying gravity.
Impossible. This man has shoes that can fly in the air.
Mehul and Adi stand in awe as they watch the man effortlessly soar away into the sky. Mehul and Adi rush to the pond and find that all the water has been taken by the aliens, leaving it completely dry.
Interesting, very, very interesting. The aliens managed to drain the entire pond in just a matter of minutes.
Mehul and Adi, unable to find any evidence, were about to leave when they heard the sound of footsteps rapidly approaching them.
Adi, it seems someone is coming towards us. Quickly hide.
Mehul and Adi immediately take cover behind the bushes. Suddenly, a deer appears in front of them, being chased by several wild dogs. Without hesitation, Mehul draws his gun and fires into the air, causing the dogs to scatter in fear. As they emerge from the bushes, Mehul notices the completely dried up pond and begins to have suspicions. Logical Army, can you guess what Mehul's suspicion might be? Let me know your answer by commenting. Logical Army, look closely. The pond was empty a while ago, but there were no cracks in the soil. But now the soil under the pond has completely dried up and cracks have also appeared in it.
How could this happen in just 2 minutes?
Mehul and Adi rush towards the dried up pond. As soon as they reach the pond, Mehul enters it and examines the soil. His eyes widen as he sees brown powder on top of the soil.
Interesting, very, very interesting. I have never seen such a powder before.
Curiosity piqued, Mehul takes a sample of the powder and leaves for Dr. Sanjana's lab with Adi. It was around 11 p.m. at night, so Dr. Sanjana had gone home.
Adi, now you go home. Listen, Adi, we need to keep a close eye on those aliens. Take my bike and keep tracing their spaceships with our system. I have a feeling they'll be back on Earth soon.
Adi nods his head and takes the bike from Mehul. After that, Mehul opens the door of Dr. Sanjana's lab with his fingerprint and puts the sample inside.
Dr. Sanjana must have gone to sleep now. I should wait until morning.
Mehul falls asleep on the sofa next to him. On the next morning, when Dr. Sanjana arrives at the lab, Mehul was already sleeping there. Dr. Sanjana immediately wakes Mehul up and he says,
Dr. Sanjana, I have been waiting for you since last night. Please test the sample quickly.
Mehul hands Dr. Sanjana a brown-colored powder in a lake's soil. Dr. Sanjana starts testing it in the lab when Alia comes there.
Sir, I have been looking for you since morning, and your mobile is also switched off.
My mobile was fully charged.
Mehul immediately takes out his mobile from his pocket and tries to turn it on, but it's not working. His bike was taken away, so he goes with Alia on her scooter to get his mobile fixed.
Alia, slow down. Alia, what are you doing? Drive slowly.
Sorry, sir.
Mobile repairman checks Mehul's phone from his system for a while and tells Mehul,
Sir, all the software on your phone has crashed. It seems like the phone has been hit by a high voltage shock.
But my phone was with me. How could it have been hit by a high voltage shock?
Mehul couldn't understand, but suddenly a light bulb goes off in his head, and he understands how his phone got damaged. Logical Army, can you tell me how Mehul's phone got damaged? Think about it and let me know your answer in the comments. Logical Army, last night Mehul and Adi went near the alien ship, and it's possible that due to the radiation of the alien ship, Mehul's phone crashed.
What will happen now, sir? All your data is gone.
All the data is backed up in my email account, Alia, so there's no need to worry.
Logical Army, what will Mehul do next? What interesting things will be discovered from the soil samples? And why are the aliens stealing? Stay tuned for the next episode and don't forget to subscribe for more.